Right, welcome back to another live feed on Shah Mitchell's YouTube channel. Let's get into it. A continuation of the top 50 underrated. Excuse me, the top 50 greatest groups of hip hop. Excuse me. It's the book right here that I did a decade ago. Let's continue on. Let's get into Goodie Mob. Goodie Mob, I had them at number 43, the 43rd greatest group in hip hop history. I think they definitely a great group and what they did in the 90s, man. Goodie Mob. And that's the thing that about this list that I put together with at the time when I wrote the book is to be equal opportunity, give credits due to other groups. Now, not just the East Coast, but the West Coast, which you will see in this countdown. You know, the South, the West Coast, Midwest, you know, up north, all that good stuff. So, yeah, I put Goodie Mob. They were the first group that I put from the South on the list. Goodie Mob, Soul of the South, they definitely were. Along with Outkast, Goodie Mob was the trailblazers of Southern hip hop in Atlanta. The four-man crew consists of CeeLo, Timo, Cujo, and Big Gip. You know, that first album, man, Soul Food was a classic in '95. Cell Therapy was a great lead-off single. The self-titled, track, Dirty South, was the first song that coined that phrase. And guess who? The first album was a Southern masterpiece due to the great production, extraordinary production of Organized Noise. Soul Food would go certified gold. The second album, Still Standing, was a good album. Not as good as their debut though, but it has good songs like They Don't Dance No More. That was a hit song, and Black Ice, Fly Away, and Beautiful Skin. So the group will release four more albums. Didn't reach the same success as their debut, but CeeLo would emerge as the biggest star in the group in terms of his successful singing solo career with Gnarls Barkley. Goodie Mob deserve a spot in this list of the top 50 greatest groups in hip hop history. So let's expand more on why they are a great group. Again, what they gave to Southern rap, its conscience, gave Southern rap an identity. They pioneered the Dirty South movement with Outkast. They proved that they could deliver socially conscious and poetic, complex music that brought the West Coast and the East Coast. And they coined the phrase Dirty South. And they brought in hip hop. Before Goodie Mob, the mainstream largely viewed Southern hip hop as a party and bass music. Two Live Crew, for example, being from Miami, stuff like that. So with their landmark debut album, Soul Food, the group made up of CeeLo, Big Gip, Cujo, and Timo popularized the term Dirty South. They carved out a new distinct space for Southern voices, helping establish Atlanta as a global hip-hop capital. Also, they had that deep social political consciousness. They ain't rather the gangster rap, they caught up in the art activist perspective to their rhymes. Cell Therapy, that was a song basically talking about critiquing the prison industrial complex and economic oppression. So they tackled hard truths about racism, gentrification, surveillance, while remaining rooted in soulful, family-oriented values. Then you look at the Organized Noise, their sound, the blend of the soulful melodies and gospel roots and southern funk. So they paved the way for Killer Mike, Travis Scott, T.I., their influence. So that's the impact of the Goodie Mob. That's why they're the greatest, man, one of the greatest. So I'll come back soon with another one. Stay tuned. I'll be in number 42. Who was the 42nd greatest group in hip hop history? Find out real soon. Talk to you soon.